Hiya, darlings. This is hololive English-Advent-'s Devilish Diva, the one and only Nerissa Ravencroft. Welcome to my crib. Well, welcome. Welcome to my crib. You're in my office, and we're gonna eat some hot pot. Woo! So, here's the sitch. I have hot pot ingredients in my fridge because when me and Takanashi Kiara hung out, she was like, "Oh, I want to eat your hot pot because you know you make hot pot all the time." And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah, of course you can eat my hot pot. I'll make hot pot for you." But then I ran into the interesting issue of having a lot of hot pot ingredients, which is a good thing, mind you. That's a very good thing. There's not anything at all to complain about, you know? In fact, that is something to be quite happy about. Wait, sorry. Just gotta... Oops, what am I moving? Gotta put this somewhere. To remind you guys that my birthday merch is also still on sale if you'd like to buy that. You can still get the limited set on the official hololive shop, but it is sold out on GeekJack. So, birthday jump scare. Let me pin that. Okay. Anyway, now that that's going. So, I wanted to do that for her, so I did. But then the issue became, okay, so now I have made hot pot for her, but I have bought enough hot pot for 2 people, and it didn't occur to me that she doesn't really eat vegetables, so I just pretty much bought the same that I'd buy myself for a week's supply. And here's the issue. I thought I was kind of burnt out of hot pot. Correction real quick, I was incorrect. I'm not burnt out of hot pot yet, but I thought I was. So I was like, oh, you know, because I kind of am burnt out of hot pot. I hadn't been buying the ingredients lately. So I was like, I think it's really me being like, you need to cook other things. You can't just keep making hot pot over and over again. You can't just keep... You can't just keep doing that, Nerissa Ravencroft. So, anyway. I have a picture. The one in the hot pot that you see in the thumbnail is not today's hot pot. If you give me 1 sec, I'm getting today's hot pot in the frame. You just gotta give me a minute. You just gotta give me a second. Okay, there. Here's our hot pot today. Yummy, yummy. Let me move myself out of the way. Oh. 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 Yeah, perfect. This is perfect. Yeah. That's... Yeah. So, this is pretty much my normal hot pot, but it's a little different because I'm missing bok choy and pumpkin. Because I did not have any of those left over. Because I also made one hot pot mix that I could save for later, and just like I froze it, so if I really desperately wanted hot pot and I didn't feel like preparing it, I could just like have all the ingredients and I just need meat. But so this is also a bit special because it actually has beef. Usually this has beef and pork. Usually my hot pot only has pork. But because Kiara was coming over, in case she didn't like pork, I got beef too. But I don't usually treat myself to beef. But today, I'm treating myself to beef because it's in my fridge. Before it goes bad, I need to eat it. So, yeah, really splurging. Look, when you have a beautiful woman coming over to your place, and she's like, I want you to cook for me, you're telling me you're not gonna splurge? You're telling me you're not gonna get the good stuff for her? So she can eat well and be like, oh wow, that was so delicious. I'll have you know, even if that's you, that's not me. When someone tells me they're coming over and they tell me exactly what they want, I go hard. Any of the Holo girls could message me right now and say, hey, I want to come over and I want you to cook me for this. It doesn't matter if I've never made it before. I will learn. I will learn really fast how to make it. And I will make it, and I will make it good. Ah. Ooh. Hot. But yeah, this is pretty much my usual hot pot. Slightly less liquid. No bok choy, no pumpkin, and beef instead of just pork. How are the cats doing? You might hear them running around. They're having a fun time playing this morning. Because I slept in this morning because I haven't been sleeping very well. And I've been busy the past few days. So, at first I wasn't going to stream today. But I figured you guys wouldn't mind a gorilla stream. Am I correct? Do you mind? Do you mind the gorilla stream? Are you angry? Are you angry I'm gorilla streaming? Are you mad? I figure you won't be mad. It's fine. Oh, there's a baby. Oh, but yeah, my cats are play fighting right now. They keep taking breaks, and they're making some vocalizations, but it just sounds like their usual, so I'm just letting them. But I just got out of bed to feed them. So they just ate, so they have energy now. They're like, now that there's all this food in my tummy, it's time to run amok. Who is winning? Well, here's the switch. Little Darling is also still a baby. Okay? He might be much bigger. Much bigger than Little Baby. But ultimately, he is still also pretty fresh out of the kitten stage. What are they doing? Oh my god. They're still pretty far, like, he's pretty recently out of the kitten stage. He doesn't want to lose fights either. He doesn't care that he's bigger and can win effortlessly. I'm sure he knows that, and he likes it. He likes winning. So, most of the fights, yeah, it's pretty much baby versus toddler, yeah. I just let them duke it out, though. As long as they're both having fun. Who am I to judge, you know? Little baby is staring at me from the hall. Just watching me. Like, mother, why would you subject me to the older brother's, whatever, his attacks? Why won't you help me win? But you know, every time I do try to join their play fight, they both run and then they look at me like I'm crazy. For whatever reason, they don't want to play fight with me. Like, I lay down, I lay on my back, and I show them my stomach. And then I try to join, and they're like, get out of here, weirdo. You're not one of us. You're not invited. We just want to play with each other, mommy, not you. Yeah, sorry, mama. It's boys' time, literally. I think they see me and they think, no, that fight's unwinnable. This isn't even fair. Unwinnable fight. I'm not doing this. I'm leaving. I give up. But that's the thing, is they don't realize I would let them win. If they would just play fight with me, I'm gonna let them win. And then they'll feel so good about themselves because they'll be like, oh, I beat mama in a fight. That means I'm gonna be really good at protecting the household. Even though cats don't really, let's be real, cats don't give a shit. What is a hot pot? It is a hot bowl that get hot on stove. you put food in. You make soup. You make hot pot. Delicious. Mmm. Delicioso. Bro, I've been enjoying all the Wicked. I know some people complain about it. They're like, I'm tired of seeing Wicked everywhere. I enjoy all the fucking ads. I don't know what everybody else is talking about. My hot pot is not spicy at all. Not even remotely spicy. I could spice it up with some chili oil, but I don't have any in my fridge. And I'm not really interested in buying it because, I'll be honest, I don't really use chili oil that much. But that's just a personal preference. Yeah, this will just give me a good serving of vegetables. After this, I'll eat my homemade yogurt. Everyone's fucking clowning on me because I'm making yogurt from scratch. Is that a weird thing to do? Is that something that's weird? Is making your own yogurt strange? Can a girl not make her own yogurt? Who is everyone? I don't know. Every time I tell people, oh yeah, I'm making my own yogurt, they're like, why? You just buy it at the store. I'm like, yeah. I know. But I just want to know. I want to know how to make yogurt. And it's kind of fun. It's kind of easy. It's kind of fun. Look, yeah. I know how to milk a cow. I have milked a cow before, okay? Not just in a video game. I've milked a cow in real life. I know how to get fresh milk, okay? If there was an apocalypse, I would take over an abandoned farm. The jailbirds would come. We would mark it off. We'd mark it off so no one could get in. We'd like build a giant like gate around it, okay? We'd all tend to the animals together. And then I will cook for everybody. Sound good? Does that sound like a fair trade-off? We'll run the farm together. Gotta eat my beef. Now one day, during the apocalypse, you guys are gonna come in and be like, I miss yogurt, and you're gonna be so sad because you don't know how to make yogurt. And then I'm gonna tell you how to make yogurt, and we're gonna make yogurt together. And then you'll all be sorry that you laughed at me and called me weird for making my own yogurt. I don't like the beef, which is a very strange thing for me to say. It doesn't taste like it's turned, but in a weird way for me to say, it tastes too gamey. I don't want to eat it anymore. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But it's fine. The rest of the hot pot still tastes fine. And the pork tastes good. I'm wondering if maybe my palate's just changing. Slowly but surely. But I feel like when I had it a few days ago, it didn't taste weird. So I think it's also just the pork or the beef. I'll eat it. Give it to me. Okay, come. Come eat it. Yeah, beef I feel like can either be really, has the ability to be the most delicious thing you've ever eaten, or like kind of weird. I'm glad you guys like the animation. I'm glad you found it enjoyable. We a little freak. You are. You're my little freak. Where was? One sec. Oh, I guess it's not in this scene. Okay. Yeah, I have a silly gif. I have a silly gif of Freaky Bird. But I have to go find it. Because it's not in this scene like I thought it was. I told the members I would show everyone so that they could use it as like a thing, and I think they've been very patiently waiting for me to show everybody. So they could like make it like emotes and stuff. So let me find wherever it is. Where'd I put it? Sorry. It's gonna take me like 5 minutes. Okay, wait, I found it. Okay, here. There. You saw it for a second. It's what he sounds like in my head. Isn't he a freak? Freaky Bird sitting down there. This was an extra that the animation team rendered out for me. So say thank you to the animation team, Cheggy Ven, Terrible Joe, Edoman. You guys are best. We love you. There's your Freaky Bird. For my little freaks. Do I got any freaks in the chat today? Where are my freaks at? I'm not. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a freak when you don't identify as a freak. Fuala just DM'd me. Fuala. I love you. I'm sorry. Oh. She's like, if you send me your stuff, I'll make a thumbnail for you. She said, send me assets, I'll make you a thumbnail. I'll make you a thumbnail. Don't worry, I'll make one for you. Whoa, do you not like my thumbnail? She's so sweet. I love her. My big sister. Sorry, Mokoko. I'm claiming her. She's mine now. You have to get a new big sister. I saw the twins yesterday, actually. And we're talking. And I told them that I'm going to go back into the womb and split into 2 eggs so I can also have a twin. I told them I want a twin too. I love you guys. But I also just debate just stealing one of the twins. Or both of them for myself, honestly, because I don't know if I'd be able to pick. Because they both have different appeals. It depends on the day. I feel like that's the big appeal of being friends with Fuamoko. Apart from the fact that they're obviously amazing people. Some days I get to feel like a big sister. And some days I get to be the little sister. And it's great. Both is good. Both is great. Fuamoko are such a good pair. They're so much freaking fun to hang out with. I love them. They're here. Oh god. Fuamoko, do you like my thumbnail? It's funny, right? Okay, I'm definitely getting my vegetables today. Bow bow. Do you like our Freaky Bird gif? Do you like the Freaky Bird? I love HOTPOT. What's your favorite vegetable? Kabocha. Pumpkin. Because it's interesting, because in the States we don't really eat pumpkin. And I think the flavor profile of pumpkin here is different. But it's like so good. The carrots here are also much thicker. And in my opinion, much easier to work with. You hear that? The sound of my hot pot. Isn't the States famous for pumpkin pie? Yes, but the thing is we only eat pumpkin pie and pumpkins around Thanksgiving season. It's kind of like turkey. Except I'd say it even has less use. Like it's like very much like a... You wouldn't go and buy pumpkin any day of like the year, you know? But here, it doesn't matter what time of year it is. I can go buy kabocha at the store. Okay. Gochou-sama deshita. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go get a yogurt parfait. So now you have to wait for me. I gotta take a picture of it. I gotta take a picture of it for you. Wee! Wee! I'm back! I'm back! Hello? Okay, one sec. Now I gotta do the whole process if I have to send the picture to myself so I can get on my computer. And then it'll be good. I can put it on the screen. So again, keep in mind, I'm eating all this stuff because I have to. So if you're like, why do those blueberries look like they're starting to dry up? It's because they are. They are starting to dry up. That's why I'm eating them. Before they get too dry. And undesirable. Yeah, we gotta, every now and again, I get a little bit something. And now tonight, I need you more than ever. Okay. Here we go. And I made it smaller too. So you can see. Yeah, is it still edible? Then it's good. So, this is my homemade yogurt. This is my first time trying it because I think I told you guys the first batch I wanted to try to make Greek yogurt. So this is just regular plain yogurt, but I wanted to try to make Greek yogurt, which I found out that the last step to get Greek yogurt after making plain yogurt is you have to strain it. Okay? Guys, sorry. I wasn't going to put that many blueberries, but I had to put all the rest of the blueberries on top. Trust me when I say like half of this little container is filled with yogurt. So there's like probably a tablespoon of Manuka honey on top, which I only bought because it was the only honey available to me. And then you know, blueberries. But so my first batch of yogurt I had to throw away because I got cheesecloth and I didn't know if I could just use the cheesecloth. I thought maybe I'd had to wash it, and I didn't think about it too hard because it was late, so I threw it in the washing machine. And then when I pulled it out before I went to bed, I went to go strain the yogurt. And obviously they came out smelling very heavily like my laundry detergent. So, anyway, obviously I did not eat that yogurt, but I let it continue as a test to make sure that it would work, and say generally how long I probably want to let it sit for. And yeah, 24 hours is about good. So I want to try again, but I'm waiting for my my new cheesecloth to arrive. But this is a yogurt I made. It's just plain yogurt, not Greek yogurt. So it's very loose. It's still yogurt consistency, but... Yummy, yummy, yummy. Is that us on top of the yogurt? Sorry, Jailbird, you're just so tasty. How could I refuse? How could I refuse a taste? Delicious. Guys, obviously I'm joking. Those are blueberries. Do you look like a blueberry? I mean, you kind of do. I think it's Jimmy who had the whole entire like thing of like edible Jailbird like art. as like food. Jailbird berry pie. Now we have jailbirds on yogurt. Jailburgers. You know? Thought it was boba. Boba on yogurt. That is something I've never considered. What's your favorite yogurt flavor? Plain with honey. I feel like just keeping it simple is a way to go. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can put any fruit on top. And the fruit will enhance it. Dark Mode, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships to the community. You can do that, okay? And that's all good and all. But if we're just talking about yogurt flavor, the flavored yogurt, I just would rather not. Just sweetened. Simply sweetened is good. Simply sweetened is the way to go. When I make oatmeal too, I also put Greek yogurt and some, like, maple syrup is just the best way for you to sweeten oatmeal. You want to know my favorite oatmeal, though? You guys are going to make fun of me. It's cream of wheat. I don't even think I can get cream of wheat anymore. Where can I get cream of wheat? That shit's so good. Oh my god! I can get it! Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! I can buy cream of wheat in Japan! Yay! This is the best day of my life! Oh my god. I don't even know what the hell cream of wheat is. But it's like... It's a cereal made from farina, a type of milled wheat that is cooked with water or milk. I always call it oatmeal because it's oatmeal to me. But it is so delicious. Like, there is no oatmeal that is more delicious than cream of wheat. It's just so you put a little bit of maple syrup. You put a little bit of cinnamon in there. You can put a little bit of butter too. You put some berries. Oh my god, you're about to have the best day of your life. It's like a kind of oatmeal. It's a kind of oatmeal. Farina? Like my favorite Genshin character? Apparently. No, it's farina, not farina. Farina. Like far and Ina. Like far away, Ina. Anyways. Cream of wheat is just superior. I don't know why it's so fucking good to me, but it's just so good. I don't understand. I don't know anyone who doesn't like cream of wheat. But now that I'm Googling it, apparently some people just don't like it. And it makes me really sad. Why would you hate cream of wheat? It's so non-offensive. It's non-offensive. It's delicious. It's filling. It's good for you. It's probably not good for you. Do you like Nutella? Oh god, do I like Nutella. I'm in love with hazelnuts. Okay, hazelnuts are like my jam. So do I like Nutella? Yes. Oh, but I have a funny story with it. I didn't realize that Nutella was made from hazelnuts until a very specific funny thing happened. I used to be a babysitter, okay? I love kids, so I worked in, like, childcare for a while. Once in, like, an actual proper childcare, like, learning facility. And then once as a babysitter, okay? And the kids were various age ranges. I think from, like, 5 to 16? So anyway, one of them has a nut allergy, a very severe nut allergy. So I'm very familiar with an EpiPen. We've never had to use it, but I know how to use it. So if you ever are having an allergic reaction, just tell me. I'll EpiPen you, okay? Anyway, beside the point. So, 16 is crazy. I wasn't so much as watching the 16-year-old as I was, like, just making sure that, like, the other kids were watched and being cooked for, because that was not that child, because that was still a child. That wasn't their responsibility to take care of their siblings, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna, like, cook and clean and play with their siblings. So that's why I was there. So I didn't, like, I would also cook, obviously, for the 16-year-old, but sorry that some people care about their kids. Tell that to my parents. Tell that to my parents, too. Love you, Mom and Dad. They were ready for us to be... I think I've been babysitting since I was 11. For other people. So, anyway. So, one morning I'm coming in. And I'm just, like, chatting up the kids. Funnily enough, the 16-year-old... They're like just asking me typical questions like, oh, how are you today? What do you eat for breakfast? I'm like, oh, I had some toast with Nutella. He gets a shit-eating grin on his face. He's like, huh, Nutella? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you know what Nutella is, right? I'm like, you know, now that you've mentioned it? No, I don't. And he's like, it's it's hazelnuts. And the mom was there. Obviously, it wasn't a big deal that I had eaten tree nuts before going in. If I had brought tree nuts into the house or brought Nutella, then that would have been a different problem, obviously. But I had a moment of panic, and I was like, ah! No! So I panicked, and then the mom laughed, and she was like, no, don't worry, yeah, it's fine as long as you, like, don't have any on you. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah. No, the 16-year-old, he was kind of in typical kid fashion. He was kind of a dick. And I say this lovingly, by the way. But so, because I was also... I think I was only a few years older at the time. He was always like, oh, I don't need a babysitter. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm not here for you. I'm here because you're not watching your siblings. So, of course, he'd always take every opportunity to tease me. It's probably because he thought I was cute. Can you blame him? Who wouldn't find me cute? But yeah. So, that was my babysitting experience. It was very nice because they felt like little siblings to me, honestly. Because you guys already know me. I'm used to kind of having a big family. Bigger family, in my opinion. Most people I meet, they'll have, like, maybe one other sibling. Or, like, their only kids. But I feel like obviously, I know we out here. But I feel like I don't meet as many people who are like, yeah, I have, like, 4 siblings. Or something like that, you know? Or, like, I'm one of 4 siblings, rather. So... Because I have 2 older sisters and a younger brother. So I have 3 siblings and I'm the 4th. Laughs at 9 siblings. Lucky you. You live such a rich life. You get a try. Yes! So, one of the girls One of the kids was a girl. And we would play dress up and Barbies and My Little Ponies. It was great. It was so good. I was like, wow, this is healing my inner child. 7 all boys. Oh my god, you're like, if you go back, if you zapped your family back and then made you guys like the monarchs of a certain area, you would have to fight all of your brothers to the death to pick whoever's going to be the heir. Have you ever seen dramas like that where there's like 8 or 9 sons and then they're like, well, we have to kill the firstborn so then one of us can be king, but then we have to go into a death match with each other. That's what I always think of. I'm sorry, that is not helpful at all. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Okay, wait, give me 1 sec. I finished my yogurt, so I'm gonna go rinse it out. Why is that your initial thought? I don't know. Don't ask me questions. Hear me scolding my cats? Please say no. I'm back. My cats like to go on to the table even though they know I don't want them there. And well, like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? So, they know I don't want them there. But so, because of the fact that I'm streaming, I'm like, why are both of my cats? They're being pretty quiet, but they're not here sitting in my room. I wonder where they are. Guess where? They're on the counter, and they look at me. The moment I walk in, they both look at... Anyway, yeah, they're up to no good. They're busy causing trouble. My little boys. But they just, yeah, they both, like, they know I don't want them on the table. So they'll both go up and then just, like, sit there to see how long they can get away with it before they get caught. I'm convinced they're playing some little game with each other. Like, when will mommy find us and yell at us for being up here? Let's test her patience today. Anyway, sorry, it's because I watch a lot of historical dramas. And especially a lot of, like, fantastical historical dramas. And I feel like there's, like, a 1 out of 10 chance that that's going to be a part of the plot. Like, where there's, like, that many brothers. But there probably is going to be another sibling, even if it's just one, who's also in line for the throne, who's probably going to be planning some way that they can kill their older brother. Like, it's... That's more of, like, an 8 out of 10 chance. Yeah, we gotta get the crown prince. Gotta get him. They're running, they're playing, they're fighting, they're play fighting. But yeah, I really liked working in childcare, actually. It was very fulfilling. Honestly, it was really sad when I had to, like, not work. I quit because, honestly, I couldn't put up with it anymore. Because the place that I was working at the time, so when I was working as, like, a babysitter, I actually really liked that, and I considered doing, like, live-in nanny work. Because, honestly, it's kind of great. It's kind of nice. Because you get to really bond. Again, it feels like a second family. And then, like, you know, you just get to do other stuff. It's just a good time, honestly. But then, when I worked in other childcare, I decided to go to, what is it called? It's like an early learning center. So you have kids all the way from 6 months to 5 years. And I hated it. Not because the job was bad, but because most of them, they'll hire someone on for a specific, yeah, it's like a daycare, but it's also like a preschool. So it's all in one. So, like, from even the 1-year-old rooms, you'll kind of like start like trying to teach them stuff, even if it's like really, really little things. And the kids would be here for pretty much most of the day, and all of the kids were there every single day of the week. So it would be from 5 a.m. is when the earliest kids would start being dropped off, but generally drop-off time was 6. But so we'd have to be there really, really early. And then the kids would be there sometimes until the latest, until 6. And most of these kids had a bedtime of 8 p.m. when they got home. So it was kind of actually really sad, because it's like, wow, you literally go to bed, your parents wake up and drop you off here, and then they go to work, and then they come back and get you, put you to bed immediately upon getting, like, it's kind of sad, because you spend more time with these kids and their parents do a lot of the time. And you also just see a lot of sad things. Like, you can tell when kids are, like, not really getting any attention at home. And it's just sad. Or, like, you can tell when, like, their parents, like, will, like, are, like, really mean to them for, like, things that are actually really regular for their age. But you can't really do much about it as long as there's no, like, actual, like, abuse happening. But, so, one of the things was, I was hired, and they didn't know where to put me. So usually when they'd hire someone, they'd be like, okay, you are going to be exclusively in the 5-year-old room, or okay, you're going to be in the 6-month-old room. For whatever reason, instead of assigning me to a room, because originally I was going to be in the 2-year-old room, and they were going to, because they had way too many 2-year-olds and even 1-year-olds coming up, they're like, we're going to need to start a second class. So I think it was, you needed 1 teacher per 5 kids. So they were going to separate off into a separate little room and have, give me 5 of the kids from the 2-year-old room. So that there's not 25 2-year-olds in one room. Because that's a lot to handle. It's a lot. It's chaotic. Let me tell you. It's chaos and a half. So, but for whatever reason, so keep in mind, I did not get trained on this job. I came in and I said, I have nannying experience, and they said, okay, good. And then they had me take, like, the mandatory certificates I needed to take, but they didn't actually train me. Like, they didn't say, this is what's expected of you. They just put me in the room, and then they said, okay, this... And then they'd, like, tell me, like, this is what you need to do. Like, you need to go heat up the food for, like, the kids. Like, the kids who have hot food, and, like, start setting them out on the table. So, okay. Okay, it's nap time, so you need to help get the cots out. Okay. Okay, so I had a really good idea of what I was supposed to do. Then I found out some of the other girls didn't like me, and I was really confused. And I was like, wait, what did I'm really sorry, what did I do? They're like, you never plan any of the, extra stuff for the kids. And I was like, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that was something I was supposed to be doing. No one told me to do that. This is the first time hearing that that was something that was even a part of my expectations. But also, we're not paid for time outside of work, and I was there for, like, sometimes more than 12 hours a day. So I was like, I don't know when you're expecting me to go and plan. Like, I feel like that's something that the school planners, because we have a board of directors, I'm like, why are they not planning things for it? I'm really confused, because again, no one told me that I was supposed to be doing this. So I kind of got moved out from the 2-year-old room, because again, I also think, this is gonna sound funny, all of the kids really, really liked me. All of the kids really, really liked me. They're like, Miss Nerissa, Miss Nerissa. Every time I came in, so many of the kids would want to come give me a hug. So many of them would miss me when I wasn't, and it really pissed off the people in the room that I was with. Because people who work in childcare, not all, but some can become very interesting because you're there for so many hours. Like, these are kids that you spend so much time with. Like, they genuinely feel like, they're, your kids, you know? They genuinely feel like they're your kids. So, then there's like, what am I trying to say? Then there's the inability to like, anyway, the kids love me, that's the point. So I got reassigned and I got moved to the 4-year-old room. So I ended up going to the 4-year-old room and that was great. And it was really fun, honestly. I really liked working with the kids because they're just so sweet. And you get to meet so many of them. Yeah, they had to nerf me because the 2-year-olds all liked me way too much. The 2-year-olds liked me like so much. Like, again, like it was to the point where I was, even though I was there all the time, I think I was a distraction. I think I ended up being a distraction because the kids all wanted my attention. I'm not trying to sound like I'm bragging. But yeah, I was effectively too popular. Yeah, the kids were getting too attached to me, and I don't think the parents appreciated it either, because, again, the kids, it would be to a point where the kids would come in and they would greet me first. They would come up to me and they would greet me first. And then the parents would see that, and I think they were like, So I imagine the kids were probably like, oh, I miss Miss Nerissa. You know? So it was very sweet. But so I got moved into the 4-year-old room, and I was there for a bit. And I never got like fully integrated though. And then they moved me to the 5-year-old room, and same thing. I was there for a while, but I never got integrated. And then they put me in the 6-month-old room, and I was like, I don't want to work in the 6-month-old room. Like, that is not, I don't want to work with 6-month-olds. Period. I do not want to work with 6-month-olds. Like, that is not my goal. That is not my dream. That is not my aspiration. Yeah, literal babies. So the youngest you can be to enter into most of these is like you have to be at least 6 months. And trust me, there were people who were trying to be like, can't you make an exception and put, you know, put my child in earlier? Because obviously, you know, let's be real, most places aren't giving you leave for 6 months. Even if you just had a baby, you know? 6-day-old, no, 6-month. So but 6-month-olds are still really tough. And I'll be honest, even, because in the 2-year-old room, they're still not potty trained yet. So you still have to like change diapers and stuff. But you're also potty training them. So like you're kind of helping, you're kind of doing a little bit of both, you know? But the 6-month, you know, they're 6-month-olds. They're literal babies. They can't take care of themselves. So it's just a lot of, you're feeding one will start crying, so you have to find a good time to stop feeding that baby. And then you have to pick up that baby, change their diaper, put them back down for a nap. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. It was a lot. And then I got moved to the 1-year-old room, and it got to the point where they ended up being like, oh, I guess we're actually fine with the way things are, so they didn't actually need me. So they just had me like going around, and I'd be like a filler whenever anyone was like off or they needed someone else in a room. And I was like, this isn't what I was hired to do. You guys didn't properly train me. There's days when they don't need anyone, but I would still have to come in and they would be like, oh, you can just clean the building. And I was like, what do you mean clean the building? They'd be like, oh, you know, you can just like go and like, you know, there's like the chalkboards and like the bathrooms. You can go like clean those and like do this. I'm like, what? Huh? Or they're like, oh yeah, you can go like sweep the leaves out of the play area. And I'm like, I'm not hired to be a cleaner. So it was, yeah, it was a really weird job. And I got very frustrated really fast. Because I was like, this isn't my job description. I was hired being told that I was going to be moved into my own room with the 2-year-olds. That was the intention. You've moved me around 50 times. All of the kids here are obsessed with me. And, but apparently you've all decided that I'm best as a floater. Maybe, probably because a lot of the kids like me? I don't know. But the day, that I was leaving, because I was like, I can't do this anymore, so I had to quit. They were not happy that I was quitting. They were not happy. They're like, you've only been here for like a year. You're really gonna quit already? And I was like, yeah, I am. Which again really sucked because I actually did like feel like you feel a bit responsible in these sort of situations for like the kids and like their education. Like obviously they're not your kids, but in a way they feel like they are when you spend 12 hours a day with them and you find out so much about them. But I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. So I ended up being like, I need to leave. I need to leave. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. So anyway, yeah. So then I ended up, they gave me one last day for all of like my last days. I had one last day in each room so that all the kids could individually say goodbye to me. And I told the kids, I told them, I said, well, I was like, how do I tell them that I'm quitting? Because they won't understand. They're all really young. I was like, well, Miss Nerissa's actually from the moon, so she's going to go back now. Miss Nerissa's from the moon, so she's going to go back. But she's going to miss you. Yeah. So I think the 5 and the 4-year-olds were a little bit like, but the little kids definitely believed me, and it was very funny. It was very funny. It was very cute. Yeah, it was awesome. So yeah, that's my experience working in childcare. Why am I talking about this again? I must go now. My planet needs me. It's actually because at the time I was really obsessed with Sailor Moon. So I had like, you know, I was like, well, gotta go back. But yeah, it was really difficult for me. I think I might have cried when I left a little bit. But, you know. I mean, again, it's difficult because it's not like a regular school where there's like a good time to leave, because it's like a schooling plus daycare service, so it runs year round. So most of these kids, it's not like they have like a 2-month break, you know, where they like are home. It's like they're always there. So there's just not a good time to be like, okay, well, I'll see it through to the end of the year, and then, like, I'll leave, you know? Yeah, it's like, again, it's up to 12 hours a day, and I saw them every day, because I think on the weekends, we were only open Saturday, and I think we did have Sunday off. But, yeah, it was a lot, is all I'm trying to say. It was a lot. So, yeah. That's my... Yeah. That's my experience working in childcare. Why did I get on this? I like to make yogurt. I think that's where we came from. How did we get here? Oh, because someone asked me about Nutella. Okay. This is why you shouldn't have a conversation with me ever. Because if you have a conversation with me, then the issue becomes that I just start saying shit. I just start saying shit. I just start yapping. Is that a problem? No, not for you guys, I suppose. Not for you guys, sorry. I have a meeting later today, so my manager's messaging me. You just have to deal with my typing ASMR. I'm sure all of you have pretty interesting experiences like that in your life too, though. I think that's the most fun thing about being alive. You can do a plethora of things. A plethora of things. Deal with it like it's a bad thing. Do you think it's a good thing, Jailbird? Do you like it when I yap to you? Do you like it? You like my yapping? You want me to yap? Yap more? What else do I have to yap about? I feel like I've yapped about the most yappable materials I have off the top of my head. Because this was just intended... You know, I really wanted to stream today, but I was like, I'm not gonna wake up early enough. Even though I want to, it's just not going to happen. Sadly. But that's fine, you know? I was like, it's fine. It's okay. Ugh. It's just fine. Is hot dog a sandwich? No. I do not consider hot dogs a sandwich because the bread has to be sealed at the bottom. A sandwich should not have to be encased fully to be able to be edible. It is on bread and it is meat. I would say if you completely separate the hot dog bun and you eat it hot dog or hamburger style rather than hot dog style, then yes, I would say that you could then perhaps classify it as a burger instead. But generally speaking, I would not classify. Oh. Hello, little baby. It's not actually little baby, it's little darling. Oh, now little baby is here. You guys want to see? You want to see? Is cereal and milk a soup? No. It's not. Soup has to be cooked even if it is cold, served cold. It has to be cooked ingredients. And cereal is not cooked and milk is not cooked either. So therefore, it is not a soup. There's many things I can classify as a soup. There's many things I can classify as a stew. However, one of the conditions is all of them have to have been cooked and be made hot. Because I'll be real, imagine if someone gives you a soup, but they didn't actually cook it. They just, because even when you're served a cold soup, let's be real. Let's be real. You probably have the vegetables cooked. Yeah, are they gonna give you raw celery? Raw potatoes? Are they going to give that all to you in cold broth that they just poured straight out because they didn't cook it? No, because a lot of the flavors come from the cooking, and more flavors can even come from the heating down process. Heating down? Cooling down. Yeah, imagine someone gives you broccoli soup and it's literally just broccoli and water. Because what are they supposed to do? Usually if you give someone broccoli soup, chances are it's probably going to be in some sort of broth. It's probably going to be that the broccoli is cooked down so it's nice and delicious. And then they might even get an immersion blender and blend it all together. And then at that point, if you want to, you can cool it down. And you can serve it cold if you want. But if you just gave them broccoli soup with completely raw broccoli in a cold broth that hasn't been heated up, it doesn't matter if at some point that broth was heated to get rid of impurities or whatever, or something like that. It doesn't matter if that would have happened, because the point is, it wouldn't be edible. No one would want to eat that. So you guys can't argue, oh, well, milk was boiled once. Milk was boiled once. Yeah, but did you boil the milk? Did you do it? No, because it's hard to boil milk because it'll curdle. I know, because in order to make yogurt from scratch, I have to boil my milk. You have to be very careful with your milk while you're boiling it, because if you actually get it to do the boiling thing, first off, I don't think it will, but the milk will just curdle. Do you want that? You want curdled milk? So yogurt is a soup? No. Yogurt is yogurt because there is some sort of, you need to get live cultural bacteria. So while you do boil the milk, you then have to let it cool down and put in the cultural bacteria, which then causes it to thicken and turn into yogurt, which is why yogurt is not a soup. Cheese is soup. Cheese can be soup. For example, beer cheese soup, one of the most delicious soups ever. And I don't even drink alcohol. I don't even like alcohol. I think beer, every time someone tries to get me to drink a beer, I try it and I'm like, this is the most dreadful thing I've ever had to taste in my life. Dreadful. Dreadful, dreadful, dreadful. But still, beer cheese soup, it's cheese, man. Cheese makes everything better. If you want to eat good anything, just add cheese. Even desserts, cheesecake. I had a Basque cheesecake yesterday. Oh my god, it was so delicious. I love cheesecake. Why did I eat so fast? What the hell is wrong with me? I wasn't even eating for an hour. I wasn't even eating for an hour. Hungry? I mean, I want something sweet now, but I don't have anything. I don't have anything sweet. I ate hot pot, I ate yogurt. I'll probably be pretty good for the day. But maybe I'll order myself some ice cream. Because yogurt, don't get me wrong, obviously it's sweet, but like, I want like a dessert, you know? Because yogurt also has like a very, granted, pleasant tartness to it. A tartness, which I love, by the way. Which I adore. But sometimes you just want something that's like sickeningly sweet, you know? Something so delicious that you want to die. You can get matcha ice cream in Japan, and it is delicioso. You guys want to hear the funniest thing? The best place that I ever had matcha ice cream in the United States is unironically, and I could be inflating the memory. I could be inflating it. But the best place was Epcot, Disney World. Epcot, Disney World. If you go there and you, like, I remember the first time I went and I had, because Epcot, the whole thing is it's like a display of a ton of different like countries. So you go to different areas, and I remember I went and I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. And then I went to try, they had matcha ice cream, and I'd had matcha before, but like not really. So I was like, oh, I want to try it. I want to see how it comes out, you know? And yeah. I tried it and I was like, this is so good. And then every day that I was there, I would go and I would get the ice cream like 3 times. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, there's like a beer garden and in the Germany pavilion. Yeah. That place was fun too. I feel like there's just so, what do you mean order? Because you go up and you order it from the stand. What do you not order it? Your dentist must have hated you. My dentist loved me. Have you heard me flossing? Have you seen me floss? Sorry. Have you heard about how much I love taking care of my teeth? Oh, your dentist must have hated you. Dude, I'm literally the shiny teeth and me song. When I go into the dentist, my dentist says people would pay for your teeth. You know that, right? Wow, your teeth are so nice. Whoa, I can't believe your teeth are so good. Dentists love me. Dentists love to see me coming because they know... Well, no, you know what? They hate to see me coming because they know they're not going to make any money. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. My shiny teeth. So awesome. They're so white and pearly. You know? Teeth care ASMR. Oh my goodness. I haven't heard about your shiny white teeth. You haven't? My dentist hates me because I like tea and coffee. No, that means they love you because they're probably gonna get money off of you. They're like, wow, your teeth are getting eaten by acid. Your teeth's getting eaten by acid. But yeah. Oh, bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Anyways, yeah, I don't really have anything else. I'm just talking shit now. Floss stream. Don't be silly. How did you direct and the vocal went? It went well. It was a late night, but it went well. But I knew it would. I knew it would be great. And I was correct. Why it's 9 out of 10 dentists. I'm working late because I'm a vocal director. Exactly. I work so late as a vocal director at the studio where I hear people singing. They sing a song. Ba 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 ba. But yeah. Oh, Jimmy just retweeted, they're sad because you won't eat them, and it's a picture of a jailbird in a blueberry outfit crying. Jailbird, you want to be eaten. Jailbird, do you want to be eaten? Do you want... Yes? Then we need to work on your diet, Jailbirds, because you don't taste very good. Because you eat garbage and gummy worms all day. You eat garbage and gummy worms. We need to work on your brandability as a food if you want to be eaten. But I think most of you probably don't actually. I don't think we should. I don't think that's something we should do. You guys are so cute, honestly. Jailbirds give me insane cute aggression. Insane cute aggression. I love you. Sorry, Mr. Darcy. It's getting to me in my brain. The best fucking quote. I love you. Ah! I've been thinking I need to rewatch Emma. I've been thinking desperately about the fact that I need to rewatch Emma and Pride and Prejudice. But the thing is, I don't know if I want to watch Pride and Prejudice, the TV series, or if I want to watch the movie. Because I think I need to watch both, but I also just watched them not that long ago, and on stream, worst of all. You need to watch Steins Gate. Okay, I know you want me to do that. I know you want me to do that. But I'm sorry, I haven't found... I'm sure eventually I'll, like, get interested in it and then I'll watch it and be like, why didn't I watch this? This is amazing! This is awesome! Oh my god! You know. Anyway. Anyway. This has been a good day. What a lovely start to my day. What a lovely start to my day. Being able to spend it with you guys. Being able to eat some hot pot. So glad you surprised us. I mean, I'm so happy you guys showed up. You didn't have to. But you did anyway, just for me. Just for me, and I appreciate that. Hehehehe. Hehehehe. Surprises are the best. I mean, it seems like a lot of you were happy that the surprise stream happened, so I'm happy. You missed the hot pot. I think that's what it was. The secret sauce is... You guys just like the hot pot streams. You like the hot pot streams. Now I can sleep amazing. I'm so glad. Well, I don't want to make this stream too much later because I already know I started later than my usual time. So, yeah. Anyway. This has been awesome. I'm very happy that we could hang out together and spend some time together this morning. I'm glad you guys seem to feel that way too. Mori Calliope is streaming Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, so we are going to go send you all over there. Again, I'm really grateful for you guys. Let me check. I don't think I have any of my week planned out yet. Except for... I do have something happening on the 4th. JST time. And then I do have an Advent collab later as well this week. Let me put that in before I forget about it. Add that to my schedule. Yeah. But thank you all so much for coming. I had such a good time hanging out with all of you as usual. I hope you'll look forward to the rest of this week. And I will look forward to seeing you all again next time. So thank you so much for coming, Jailbirds. And until then, bye, darlings.